Hello and welcome back to my channel. Don't you remember anything useful? Anything might help us. Come on, try to remember something. Let me ask you something instead. What happened out there after I fell unconscious? Do you think I'd be asking you if I knew? That is really frustrating. I feel the same way. I didn't even manage to put up a proper fight and then just killed over. Depressing. Where did the kids go? Did they use the opportunity to escape? No idea. If I knew, I would have gone after them a long time ago. But Dr. Francis, what's bothering you? Don't ask me. So much is happening these days, I can barely keep up. What? Has something else happened? Strange events has been occurring in Clouddream ever since Susie and that woman vanished. The apocalypse was averted, but things are increasingly coming to a head. Really, we didn't do anything dangerous, did we? We were just following orders. We might be held responsible all the same. I knew all about that. At least I'll make sure the members of the research team are spared disciplinary action. I can't do anything about finger pointing, but nobody's going to lose their job over this. I'd really appreciate that. Things would be difficult without the lab. Now it's not to complain about problems at work, so if you're my commander, tell me what to do. I'd love to ask you to go get lectured by my superior in my place, but I'm pretty sure I have a better use for a SoulWorker. The castle fiend, which caused all the chaos when Susie was awakened, was utterly destroyed, and the signature of the woman who appeared so suddenly vanished along with the blood SoulWorkers. This place is so quiet now, you'd think nothing has ever happened. Right now I don't really know any job I could give you today. We should focus on finding the blood SoulWorkers. I'm going to get out of here. Wait, first I'm getting some rest, then I'll resume the search. Aren't you scared at all? I mean, I bet I had more muscles for days and I couldn't even walk. Don't ask weird questions. I want to risk my life in battle and even die in battle if necessary. I was interrupted this time, but next time I'm going to fight hard and I'm going to win. Lilly really wants to die. She's got a death wish. Bluffing about life and death. I'm sorry, please don't give me that cold stare. Life. I just underestimated my opponent. Next time I'm going to crush him. Keep that determination for later. Could you go see Amanda now? She's been looking a bit distracted lately. Either something happened or she's receiving valuable information. Ask her about it. Oh, and come see me later when you got time. I've got the results from the investigation into that recent phenomenon. I'd like to share them with you. One thing at a time. My head is full enough without all this chaos. I'm really sorry I have to ask you to do this. I already have enough to do finding an excuse for the report to my superiors. Please take care of it. Hello, somehow I made it back in one piece. I was really worried about you, Lilly. Are you hurt? Unexpectedly, not much happened. I'm here because I heard that you have useful information. Not necessarily useful. It's about the chaos to the west of Clouddream. Everyone's asking us for help and I'm pretty overwhelmed. That's great too. Tell me everything you know. After Susie disappeared, blazing voids suddenly appeared all over the place. We don't know what influence they'll have, so everyone is on high alert. We also lost the signatures of the blood SoulWorkers we were tracking. We can't waste even more time here. Does that mean we can't find those kids anymore? I get you, but we don't have time to worry about the children. You mean because lots of other lives are in jeopardy? That's right, if those kids are still alive, I'm sure they'll be okay. Our words are probably redundant. Indeed, if we consider which lives are immediately threatened, it's clear what we have to do first. I know what you mean. I'll listen to Francis' information, then I'll make a decision. Okay, so we're talking with everyone here. Needs to know the decision. Oh, and I made Lilly get a teddy also. It's kind of sitting on the blue box. There you are. Have you heard yet from Amanda that a blazing void has appeared? Just heard that the situation doesn't look good. I'm here because I wanted to find out more. Can you tell me something about it? Well, they also opened up multiple voids simultaneously before. It stopped off late, but it was regularly occurrence 2 or 3 years ago. But this time the void is different than before. That's why the people from the Stellar Force League named it the Blazing Void. Is it different? We can enter it just like that. That's very interesting. Tell me more about it. The other voids sucked people in and nobody was able to escape. And if someone got away or was spat out, they lost their memory. But this blazing void is totally different. You can get in and get back out again too. It's not a white hole and it's not a black hole, it's more like a door that you can go through. That's why the Stellaforce League has already put together a special team tasked with investigating the void. This could herald the end for a 15-year ordeal. Couldn't the Blood SoulWorker's sudden disappearance be down to the blazing void? I can't say with certainty, but I think probably not. Since a blazing void has never appeared here before, they can't have been sucked in either. How annoying. What do you want to do now? Do you want to keep looking for the Blood SoulWorkers here? Do you want to go into the void too? I understand that lots of people's lives are in danger because the void is open. It seems it's more important than continuing to looking for the others. Yes, I thought you would keep searching for them in any case. It doesn't help the children if countless human lives are sacrificed on their behalves. But that doesn't mean I'm not worried about them. You're right there. Since we don't know where they are, it's more logical to stop searching for them. But naturally we're very grateful that you want to help us. Couldn't you just sneak up from behind, friendly-like? Just act like a normal person for once. I guess I ran riot for a bit because I'm so happy that you want to go into the void. Why aren't you coming with us, Dr. Francis? Isn't that exactly what you're researching? The energy of the void? Of course, it's terribly interesting, but right now the energy in the fortress takes priority. What's more, like Amanda, I don't have any special abilities. I understand, I don't want to force any civilian who doesn't want to. Then today it is up to us, Lilly. Let's move out. The blazing void is located on the way to Ruco Town. Oh, it's super interesting. But it feels nice to play on Lilly again. So we are running here. Ruco Town. Whoa, they're fighting here. I think they can kill each other. I'm not sure. I don't want to fight that. Need to keep on with the quest. To Ruco Town. Okay, it's here. This path. Hey, the Ted is actually running. It's like, it's pretty cute. I don't like it super much though, but it's okay. You have caused Trapman damage. I hurt the players, right? Did we run too far now? I thought it wasn't before Ruco Town. Maybe it's in Ruco Town. There's a quest. Quickly run there. Oh, what is gonna happen? It's so exciting. Hey, Miriam again.
몸은 좀 어때?
Lily, it's been quite a while. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're in good health. Yes, if we speak so formally these days, but I'm sure, now that the lady's back, my condition is all around splendid. It's not nice to greet somebody as if they were a kind of rare animal. Anyway, it's a pleasure. Don't change the subject. It's good that you're here. The void that appeared here recently is causing chaos in Ruco Town. See that void in the sky above Ruco Town? Compared to the other voids near here, Ruco Town's void is phenomenally huge. I fell out of that too. The void has been menacing the whole time, but now it's suddenly become active. If the research team's report is to be believed, you can walk right into it. That's why Ruco Town residents are fleeing in a panic. At the same time, Ruco Town is crawling with members of the Stellaforce League's ESP's SoulForcer unit. ESP unit, what's that? Oh, I guess you haven't heard of them. ESP stands for Esper Strike Process. They're a group of SoulForcers. The SFL SoulForcers are only assembled for critical tasks. That's why we call them Process, to distinguish them from teams and organizations. If they're being deployed, then things must be really bad. I guess that means they can take care of themselves at least. I would love to fight in a group where I don't have to babysit others as well. There are a lot of amateurs in the investigation unit and the luck force. What do you expect? Please do your best in there. Enter Grasscover Camp. You're coming to Miriam. Be careful. We don't want to have to save you again. I'll be careful. After all, I don't want to be a burden to the SPA unit. I certainly hope so. We had enough trouble lately, and once we're in there, we have to concentrate completely on the battle. I understand. Aren't you afraid of anything? You're going into a place you don't know to fight against unknown enemies. I've already experienced so many frightening things. Battles and moral danger are pure amusement for me. Alright, I can't understand that, but I don't want to hold you up any longer. Yes, be careful, we don't know what awaits us in there. I'll follow you as soon as the luck force is ready. Okay, okie dokie. Wait, there's a camp there. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Do we enter the camp? This is so spooky and scary. Grasscover Camp. Wait, does this mean we have extra abilities? No? Maybe we will get more abilities as we level up. We get 2, I think. Whoa, what is this? Hello.
테네브리스입니다. 잘 부탁드립니다.
Wait, what? He's being rude. How dare he? There's Avon. There you are, pleased to meet you. That was fast. If you have any decent means of transport, couldn't you take me with you? I'd love to have done that, but I came here in the helicopter for a commander of the investigation team. Outsiders can't fly with us, I'm afraid. You might think I'm a senseless privilege, but please forgive me. I constantly have to travel back and forth between here and Ruin Fortress. I fought so hard, but now I'm not even allowed to fly with you in a helicopter. So much for the humanity of the SFL. You should be happy you're not integrated into the SFL rank structure, Lilly. You might not be able to use a helicopter, but on the other hand, you can joke about your superiors. Me, for example. You're incredibly narrow-minded. I see it exactly the same. But let's stop talking about the dirty world of grown-ups. Let's talk about this place instead. Just tell me which enemies I should take care of first. I understand that you want to fight, but we haven't even properly begun the investigation yet. As you can see, so far only the Vanguard has arrived that's here to take care of Recon 9 Sands. Following that, we received the support in stages from the Luck Force from Ruco and the SoulWorkers from Grey City, but nobody's here right now. I think it's supposed to say from. What about Cannon City? There was a field combat unit there with a lot of experience. You must mean it's their force squad, but they refused our request for support. They're apparently too busy with destroying the Soul Dreads. With that excuse, they could even ignore the General's orders. Oh well, they were isolated from the SFL after Amaryllis incident, so it's no wonder. I have to rely on this Terraforest squad in another city if you need support. It reminds me of me when I used to lose all reason out of pure anger. Doesn't Cannon City need your help anymore? No, think about it. If we investigate the Great Void and close it for good, then none of the Soul Dreads will show up in the future either. This way we could put a stop to all the catastrophes in the real world in one go. That wouldn't be so wrong. The latest incident with the Great Void is being viewed as the end of the whole disaster. Everyone gives everything, only the Ned Company betrayed us. That filthy organization is a real stain. I'll do it alone, don't worry. The incident with Susie obviously hasn't put a stop to your boasting. You'll see. Fighting's not the most important thing right now. Have a chat with Amanda. She accompanied me on the way here. She's here too. Has she now accepted the fact that she can't just act as she pleases? You don't like the fact Dr. Staub died? She regrets it a lot too. As everyone knows, I keep killing lots of creatures too, so I'm really in no position to judge. I'm only worried that Amanda will be a problem again in the future. It's almost impossible to prevent her from doing what she thinks is right. In any case, she's an important member of the communications team, so you shouldn't take it so far that she hands in her resignation. Communications would be totally impossible without Amanda's skills. I'll act accordingly. Every time there's a new thing, there's always like they throw everything at you.
결승리그 무전병 베티 작전 대기 중이에요.
돈은 소중한 법이지.
Wait, what I see
그것도
here?
매우.
kind of lonely place, but it's also kind of cozy. Okay, let's
그
pick her.
바보는 일 언제 하냐고 좀 물어봐 주세요.
Phew, well, you're sighting. What's up? No, I was just annoyed by my fate. There was so much going on with the bad SoulWorkers and with Susie. Many's the time I had to work through the nights because of her, and now suddenly something else happened, and all of our envoyers had to start again from the scratch. That doesn't make sense. They believe that humans are simply interchangeable objects, but to be honest, I'm slowly running out of breath. If you don't want to be here, the exit is over there. I have to take care of everything before I can get away. I really shouldn't speak like that in front of someone who puts their life on the line day in and out. I was just whining. What is that word? Whinging. Of course, I want us to be rid of the void finally as well. I just thought that maybe a break wouldn't be so bad. True, you get tired much faster than me. Since I became a soul worker, I no longer have a good eye for telling that other people get tired out faster. You say you don't feel any tiredness, but I'm impressed every time at the way you put your life on the line and fight, and how totally finished at the end of the fight with Susie here. I was not totally finished. Watch your mouth. So that's how you see it. Okay, you were totally fine after the fight, Lilly. I have the feeling of pulling my leg. Oh yeah, have you spoken to the person over there by the water? I've only seen the guy briefly. He seemed lost in thought, so I didn't want to disturb him. He was rude. I can understand a person wanting to be alone. He's looked that way ever since we got here. You should still go and see him anyway. They say that's the legendary soul worker, Tenebris, who appeared 10 years ago and played a decisive role in the war. Legendary. Did he do anything spectacular? You never heard of him before. He appeared 10 years ago, led the soul workers and soul forces against the Bashai and secured multiple big victories. Humans were able to push the Bashai back for a while thanks to him, but 5 years ago he went with a big group and, well, that's not something you need to know right now. So now a legendary soul worker. I'm curious how legendary he really is. That is, you'd rather put your life at risk and fight him? Sorry to disappoint you, but he probably just has the same name, or it's someone just pretending to be Tenebris. Pretending? For real? The name Tenebris was much loved back then, and we all wanted to be like him. Even the little children in the village knew his name. And I saw Tenebris with my own eyes. He wasn't so young. How should I put it? The exactions over the years were written all over his face. He looked incredibly old. And the most important thing is that Tenebris died 5 years ago. He was officially declared dead. Now we have to find out if this is the real Tenebris. He seems to know you at any rate, Lilly. Why don't you go and talk to him? Then I'll go and find out for you. I'm totally capable of finding out if my counterpart is pretending or not. Yeah, we for sure are capable.
당신은
So we're talking with
아니.
people here.
아무것도 아닙니다.
Lily is introducing herself to the people of the void. So far it's going well. So you can level up to further than level 55. As you can see, we have already leveled 6% of the level of 55. Need to speak with Avon, he's here as well.
열심히 해봤자 자기 손해입니다.
Okay, I think Avon is happy. And we're going into the first episode here, Impact Valley it's called. Okay. Perforated street.
마이크 테스트.
This is interesting.
잘 들리십니까?
Hey Avon, we can hear you. Yes, for sure.
역겨운 수준이지만 말이죠.
It's a bit
현재
unpleasant.
공백 내부에 통신망이 설치되지 않아서
I agree.
아만다 양의 이 능력을 이용한 텔레파시 통신만 가능하거든요. 굉장히 불안정하지만 양해 부탁드릴게요.
Oh, I'm so unfocused, I'm sorry.
감정 가지고 투덜대지 말고 소리가 들리게 한 것만으로 만족해요.
Yeah, we can't complain about the sound.
아만다 양에게도 내용을 공유하는 구조였군요.
What are these enemies we're fighting?
그보다 원래 통신을 맡았던 그 말 관련
Yeah, where's that guy?
어떻게 된 거죠?
We miss her.
통신망이 없는 지금은 본사에 출근하시는
We miss
플로이의
Chloe.
소리를 들을 수는 없을 것 같네요.
There's somebody.
정말 아쉽습니다.
That's true.
두 번이나
Realize looks like Cassidy from League of Legends.
진심이
That's super
담겨있기
weird.
때문이죠.
We're gonna take a large hit now.
아쉬운 사람은
Maybe not.
따로 계시지 않을까요?
I guess it's up here. That's so
누구를
weird.
말씀하시는지 전혀 모르겠군.
아, 그리고 텔레파시로는 전장의 상황이 보이지 않거든요. 자주자주 상황 보고 부탁드릴게요.
Please stop it, sir. Luckily he's dead. Wait, we're supposed to go here. Okay, little Teddy is here also.
잘 생각해보니까 레피드 플레임 무리로군.
Miserable beasts.
그렇다면 정말로 레스트 플레임입니까?
Lilly got a supernova now.
대시는
10
왜
numbers.
인간을 공격하는 거죠?
당신은 왜 갑자기 나타나서 이상한 소리를 하시는 겁니까?
What?
인간과
Humans and Russia are fighting each other for sure.
공백 안에선 싸우지 않는다.
대시던 인간이든 공백 안에선 모두 같은 피해자일 뿐입니다.
What is 10 numbers
전투에선
talking
전쟁
about?
중일지언정 이곳에서 싸우지는 않았죠.
어차피 남의 사정은 관심 없답니다. 저한테 덤비는 이상
Lily's going
전부
crazy again.
죽여버리겠어요.
That's good.
알겠습니다.
Come from me now and make that. He's so super dead. Okay, that went pretty good.
무슨 일이에요?
Good work. Wait, it ruins her mood. Oh, that's not good. I don't think you read the story here.
집에 가고 싶다.
손작업은 제 일이
But it's
아니라니까요.
still fun to look at and to experience.
반가워요. 통신 이능력자 아만다예요.
There was a manic quest.
당신은 아니 아무것도 아닙니다.
So what happened with this guy? He got like a fork here and knives here. It's like the diner. The guy at the diner, the chef. Wait, not the chef, the waiter.
너무 열심히 해봤자 자기 손해입니다.
Right, what do you got for us, Evan? You have to help us. Evan, help us. I will end this episode here because I'm really tired. So this episode was a bit of a mess, I'm sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.